Hello everyone, myself Dr. Hemakumar. In this session, I will be discussing about modular programming, functions and its types. Introduction to modular programming. Definition. Modular programming involves breaking down a program into separate modules or functions, each responsible for specific part of the program functionality. The purpose of using modular programming because to improve the code organization, readability, reusability, and maintainability. Benefits of modular programming. Code reusability. Functions and modules can be reused across different parts of programs or in different projects. Maintainability. Easy to debug and modify individual modules without affecting the entire program. Then readability. It helps in organizing code logically into manageable sections. Then team collaboration. Allow multiple developers to work on different modular simultaneously. Best practices while using a modular program. Function naming. Use meaningful and descriptive names for functions and variables. Header guard. They prevent the multiple inclusion of the same header files. Single responsibility principle. Each module or function should perform one task or manage one aspect of functionality. Documentation. Comments on your code and provide the documents for functions and modules. Actual benefits is that function the naming, header guidance, single responsibility principles and documentation. Common challenges and solutions for while using a modular programming. Challenges is circular dependency. Solution: use forward declaration and separate interface from the implementation. Challenge of maintaining consistency. Solution is that follow the consistent naming, converting and coding standards. In the challenges in debugging, the solution is use the debugging tools and print statement to trace issues within the modules. Functions in C++. A function is a set of statements that takes input, does some specific computation, and produce output. The idea is to put some commonly or repeatedly done tasks together to make a function so that instead of writing the same code again and again for different inputs, we can call this function. In simple terms, a function is a block of code that runs only when it is called. General syntax of the C program. The C++ program to demonstrate working on the functions. Carefully observe this program. We have written this hash include IO stream using namespace, that is std, integer max, integer x comma integer y. The max is a function name which is returns the integer type of data, and also the parameter is passing to the max, that is integer x and y. X and y are the two variables of integer type, which is a parameters passing to the maximum. And then open bracket, if x is greater than y, return x, else return y. So this is the function which returns the greatest number. Main function, integer main, open bracket, integer a equal to 10, b equal to 20, integer m is equal to max a comma b. See out, m is a output, return 0. So this output is m is a 20. The time complexity of this is big O of 1. Space complexity is also big O of 1. Why do we need functions? Functions help us in reducing code redundancy. If functionality is performed at multiple places in a software, then rather than writing the same code again and again, we write a function and call it elsewhere, everywhere. This also helps in maintenance as we have to make changes in only one place if we make changes to the functionalities in the future. Functions make code modular. Consider a big file having a many lines of code. It becomes really simple to read and use the code. If the code is divided into functions, Functions provide abstraction. For example, we can use library functions without worrying about their internal work. Function declaration. Function declaration tells the compiler about the number of parameters, data types of the parameters, and return types of the function. Return parameters names in the function declared is optional, but it is necessary to put them in definition. Below is an example of function declaration. Parameter names are not present in the below declaration. Function declaration in C++. C++ program to show functions that takes two integer as a parameter and return an integer. We write like this. This is a general syntax of the integer max int comma int. So max is a function name which returns an integer. So before that max we have written an integer, and we are also passing a parameters of integer type. Hence in the bracket we have written integer comma integer. Another method, a function that takes an integer pointer and an integer variable as parameter and return a pointer of type integer. We can observe this in the second function. We have given an example of integer star swap open bracket integer star comma integer. Swap is a function which is accepting a pointer variable which returns the pointer type of data, and it's an integer type, and also it is accepting the parameters of two types. One is a pointer data and another is a simple variables. Some more example we will see. A function that takes a character as a parameter and return a reference variable. For this we write like this: character star call open bracket char b. B is a variable which is of a character type. When the and also call is a function which returns the pointer type of character variables, and function that can char and an int as a parameter and return an integer. Example for this: int function of char comma int. So fun is a function which is returning an integer type of data and accepting the parameters of two different types, that is character as well as integer. Types of functions. User-defined function. User-defined functions are user or customer-defined blocks of code specially customized to reduce the complexity of big program. They are also commonly known as tailor-made functions, which are built only to satisfy the condition in which the user is facing issues, meanwhile reducing the complexity of the whole program. Function type. Based on the return type, there is a void function, value return functions. Based on parameter, with parameter, without parameter. Special types, there is an inline function, recursion function, overload functions, and default functions. And another is a library function. The function has a many types. Let us see one by one in this pro sessions. Library function. Library functions also called built-in functions. Those functions are part of the compiler package that is already defined and consists of a special functions with special and different meaning. Built-in function gives us an edge as we can directly use them without defining them, whereas in the user-defined function we have to declare and define a function before using them. For example, square root, set w, string cat, etc. These are the functions which has been declared as a library function. We can readily use all those functions. Parameter passing to the function. The parameter passed to the functions are called actual parameters. For example, in the program below, 5 and 10 are the actual parameters. The parameter received by the functions are called formal parameters. For example, in the above program, x and y are the formal parameters. Carefully observe this slide. Void function, for how we will be writing the void function. Void print message, open the bracket and close the bracket. open flower bracket, see out hello world std end line. So close the bracket. This function doesn't return any value, hence we have written the void. And also we are not passing the any values, so inside the print message, the brackets, we have not written any variables name. Value returning functions: integer add open bracket integer a comma integer b close bracket, flower bracket is open, return a plus b close the bracket. Here you can observe this add is a function name which is returning the value of a plus b, which is the integer type, and also it is accepting the two parameters, that is a and b. Hence it is called as a function which is accepting the parameters and returning a values. And one more function with the parameters, void display sum of integer a comma integer b open bracket std count sum a plus b std end line close the bracket. Here this function is not returning the value, so hence the function is void, but the function is accepting a parameters, that is a comma b. This is called as a function without return value with parameters. And one more function is that function without parameters. So integer get random number, oh, function return random mod 100. So random is a function name, and it is a get random number is a function which is returning a value which is generated by this random, and it is not also accepting the parameters. Hence it is called as a function without parameters but with a return values. Formal parameters and actual parameters in C++. There are two most popular way to pass the parameters. First is pass by value, second one is pass by reference. What is pass by value? In this parameters passing methods, value of actual parameters are copied to the function's formal parameters. The actual and formal parameters are stored in different memory locations, so any changes made in the functions are not reflected in actual parameters of the caller. Pass by reference. Both actual and formal parameter refers the same location, same memory location, so any changes made inside the functions are reflected in the actual parameter of the caller. Function definitions. Pass by value is used where the value of x is not modified using the function. C++ program to demonstrate the function definitions. Let's see this function. Hash include iostream.h using namespace std void fun of open bracket integer x open flower bracket x equal to 30 int main int x equal to 20 fun of x cout x is equal to x return 0. From this program, output will be x equal to 20. The time complexity is big O of 1, space complexity is big O of 1. Here, even though in the function the value is declared as a 30, defined as a 30, the parameter passed, the value is 20. Hence, the 30 will be replaced with the 20 and 20 will be outputted. Thank you.